This set of dressers were brought to me on request from my younger sister. They are for my youngest nephew and her firstborn, so I was of course happy to help. They have slight damage and gouges, but they'll be repaired throughout the video. Let's get started. I took out the drawers off camera and started the project by vacuuming the entire thing. Once that was done, I cleaned it with warm water and degreaser. I make sure not to skip this process since it picks up dirt and oils that will prevent the primer and paint from properly adhering to the dresser's surface. If you try a furniture makeover project, don't skip this step. My sister had requested for the original legs to be removed, so I started by removing the screws that were holding them in place. They wouldn't budge only by hand, so I grabbed a flathead screwdriver to wedge in between and leveraged it away from the dresser. After the piece was off, I knocked away any loose wood that stayed behind and then sanded the area to make sure it stays flat. After all the legs were done, I went to secure the bottom panel that had come loose. I set it in place with staples. I then proceeded to remove the door and all the hardware. To remove the middle panel, I had to use the right angle drill bit to unscrew the panel from the pins. The edge banding on the panel had come loose over time. To repair it, I applied glue to the edge banding, then held it in place with blue tape to dry. Then I started with the most fun part of any furniture makeover project, sanding. Just kidding. I sanded the entire piece to give the paint a rough surface to bond with. Some of the drawers had edge banding that came off, so I removed it and used a scraper to remove the leftover glue. Next step was to repair the chip on one of the dresser's tops. I had sanded the area, then blew off the dust with compressed air. I then applied some Bondo to fill in the chip, making sure to leave extra on the hole. The other dresser had edge banding missing on the bottom, so I filled in the chipboard with Bondo for a smoother surface. Once that had dried, I sanded the chip smooth to blend in with the dresser's top. I blew off the entire thing to remove excess dust. A great tip before applying paint is to use a tack cloth to remove any fine dust still on the piece that would prevent the paint from adhering. After that, I started applying a shellac-based primer. For the large flat areas, I used a small roller. For the detailed areas, I applied the paint liberally with the brush, then smoothed it out with a roller. Once that dried, I lightly sanded the entire thing, wiped it with a tack cloth once again, and added a second coat of primer. I set up this makeshift spray booth to spray the paint. I started with the drawers first. To spray the top coat of paint to the drawers, I placed this piece of plywood by the drawer's opening to prevent overspray inside the drawer. I used another piece that I held on the sides for the same purpose and then sprayed away. This worked out great. After each drawer, I would place it on the side to dry and then repeat the process with all of them.
Homage got the vibe,
For the dressers, I wiped them with the tack cloth, then sprayed them inside my makeshift booth. I sprayed 2 coats standing in between. For better protection of the top surfaces, I lightly sanded and applied a coat of water-based polyurethane. After that was done, I put it all back together, and this is the result. I really like how the color of the paint complements the drawer handles. Let me know what y'all think about this transformation in the comments below. Here's a quick before and the after.
Homage got the vibe,
With my nephew smiles, I think it's safe to say this was a success. Thanks for watching and hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Wait, if you made it to the end of this video, I'd like to make a prayer request for my dad. He recently was diagnosed with glioblastoma, which is a fast-growing and aggressive brain tumor. His name is Rosalio Vargas. If I could please keep him in y'all's prayers, my family and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all and God bless.